Hey y'all, love y'all. Hope everybody's having a good night. Wow, this weather, phew, my heart goes out to the people who have been victimized by the bad weather. It's not what I wanted to talk about tonight, though. I wanted to talk about copyright law and some old work that I did that's still under copyright. It's a long story. Basically, I got declared legally dead, and that's got a lot more to do with an inheritance that I, did not receive. Not that I exactly wanted it either. It's a long story. But the thing about copyright law is it's still good for 99 years after the artist's death. So, dead or not, the copyrights are still good. But the piece in question was basically it was a flag placard that I did for a friend of mine named Herman Ruger, who's pretty well known in Cleveland and New York City and Washington, D.C. and Colonial Williamsburg. He actually used to do living history out in Colonial Williamsburg, and he was actually an extra in a movie about George Washington that was made way back when. So he's probably a member of the Screen Actors Guild, although, I'm sure his card's probably not been renewed recently. You got to pay union dues and all that stuff. But basically, Herman, he was the director of Heritage Parks of the city of Cleveland up there, and that's who contracted the illustration. And, it was basically Revolutionary War battle flags backed by like a ghost image of the United States flag with all 50 stars in it. But one of the flags, Heritage Parks was funded by the Women's City Club of Greater Cleveland too, so that's actually who paid for it, because that's who funded the Founders Cabin and stuff where he used to do living history in Cleveland in the flats. So, there's a lot of issues there, especially in regards to contesting those copyrights. And specifically, I'm talking about the Gadsden flag. Everybody knows it. You know what I'm talking about. So like I said, I don't support sedition or anything like that. And basically, when you start infringing upon those copyrights, that's who they're attacking, the Women's City Club and Heritage Parks. And, Herman's retired now. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, so I don't know. Hopefully he's still doing pretty well. But, like I said, that's who owns the copyrights on that flag placard. And, when you start using copyright law or challenging, because there's a lot going on with like legal non-disclosure and stuff like that for other stuff that I've done. So basically you got people exploiting legal non-disclosure to challenge that copyright, which, like I said, should be in place for 99 years, whether I'm dead or not. And, it goes back to when I was actually declared legally dead. But, that's a long story. That's a big mess that I'm not looking forward to cleaning up because it's going to cost me money, which I don't have. So, but, it's one of the things that I'm trying to work to overcome. But, it still comes down to copyright law. And with all the issues now, basically the war on women, it's like I said, you got somebody up there in Cleveland challenging, the copyright, which, like I said, it was funded by the Women's City Club of Greater Cleveland, which ultimately is who I was working for when I did that illustration. I've got a lot of respect for women and equality, basically civil rights. It should go for everyone, but not everybody does, so heads up on that, because like I said, I don't like having that copyright being infringed upon and having the Gadsden flag used to support, to be like basically a battle flag for seditionists and people who are against the federal government, or the state government or any other government. Just heads up on that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. It's kind of cold tonight. Like I said, my heart goes out to all the people who have been victims of this flooding. It's pretty bad here in Kentucky, and I've been watching videos of everything else that's going on, but, like I said, it's not a good thing, but, everyone stay safe and stay warm and, love y'all and have a good night.